In broad daylight, on a flat, open field, with 5 sober, independent witnesses watching closely, a living human being disappeared completely in one single step. No noise, no trace, no explanation. This is not a fictional story. This is the David Lang, the most bizarre vanishing incident of 1880. Many people mistakenly record this event as 1879, but the real date is September 23, 1880. The location was a quiet rural farm in Gallatin, Tennessee, United States. At that time, David Lang was a 35-year-old local farmer, honest and well known by all villagers. He had no enemies, no debts, and no reason to run away from his family and life. It was a peaceful autumn afternoon. The weather was clear, the vision was wide open, and there was no fog, no wind, no obstacles blocking the view. While David Lang was resting at home, he spotted a carriage slowly driving down the country road. Inside the carriage were 2 of his closest friends, local Judge August Peck and his relative, Mr. Lloyd. Glad to see his friends, David Lang waved warmly and walked quickly across the lawn to greet them. At this critical moment, 5 people witnessed the whole scene simultaneously. His wife stood on the porch staring at him. His 2 young children, aged 12 and 8, stood firmly beside their mother. The judge and Mr. Lloyd watched David from the carriage, less than 50 meters away. The field was extremely flat. There were no trees, no pits, no wells, no caves, and no hidden corners. It was a completely open field with nowhere to hide. David Lang took just 3 or 4 steady steps forward, and in the blink of an eye, he disappeared from everyone's sight. All 5 witnesses were stunned and frozen in place. They could not believe what they had just seen. They rushed immediately to the exact spot where David Lang had vanished. What they found was absolutely nothing. No footprints suddenly stopped, no traces of struggle, no blood stains, no broken branches, no abnormal marks on the grass. His wife screamed his name repeatedly. The 2 children cried loudly for their father. The judge and Mr. Lloyd immediately called nearby villagers for help. Dozens of people searched the entire farm, the surrounding woods, and every road nearby from afternoon until late night. Yet not a single clue of David Lang was ever found. The police officially closed the case due to 0 evidence. David Lang was classified as a missing person, never to be found. But the terrifying mystery did not end here. Several years after the incident, David Lang's eldest daughter revealed an incredible experience. She claimed that on many quiet nights, especially when she passed the empty field where her father disappeared, she could hear faint, weak, distant voices calling her name. The voice belonged to David Lang. It sounded helpless and trapped, as if her father was stuck in an invisible space, shouting for help from a world completely unknown to humans. For more than a century, the David Lang vanishing case has been regarded as a classic unsolved mystery. However, modern researchers have found huge doubts about its authenticity. Shockingly, there are no official local records, no 1880s newspaper reports, and no real photos of David Lang. The earliest public record of this story only appeared in a 1953 Supernatural magazine, 73 years after the alleged incident. Many historians believe this case may be a modified folk legend, or a fictional story created by writers. But even so, it cannot explain why 5 different witnesses, including a professional judge, described the exact same bizarre scene. Over the years, people have put forward countless guesses to explain this impossible disappearance. The first guess is a sudden ground collapse, but the ground was solid and flat, with no cracks or sinkholes before or after the incident. This theory is completely invalid. The second guess is animal attack, yet there were no screams, no blood, no remains, and no signs of wild animal activity. It is impossible for a 35-year-old adult to disappear without any trace from an open field. The third guess is mass hallucination, but 5 sober people of different ages and identities, including a rational judge, sharing the same illusion at the exact same time is scientifically impossible. The last and most terrifying speculation is space-time rift. Researchers believe that the flat field may have briefly opened a dimensional rift. David Lang accidentally stepped into another parallel space in one step, trapped in a dimension that humans cannot observe or access forever. After 140 years, the truth of David Lang's disappearance is still buried in mystery. Was it a real supernatural incident or a fabricated urban legend? If he really vanished into another dimension, is he still trapped there until today? Leave your opinion in the comments section below.